Yes, sir, people. It's time to get active. I don't know what's been going on with my Wi-Fi here lately, but I've been having some laptop issues with my Wi-Fi rather. So yeah, but I'm here, man. We in full effect. You know what I'm saying? It's episode 3, season 2. You already know what we here for, man. You already know what we here for. We're here for these sports, man. We got to get active on these sports. Things are getting real in the NFL world. Things are getting real in the NBA as it get closer to All Star. And the trade deadline, you know what I'm saying? All Star will be on March the 7th, my birthday. You feel me? So shout out to that. I'm definitely gonna be on that. Um, yeah, for sure. So this year they are cramming everything for All Star into one day. So everything's gonna be on Sunday. I don't know how they gonna do that. Seems like it's gonna be a lot going on, trying to play a 2-hour game and do all these activities and whatnot. But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see how it plays out. Um, I'm excited though. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I don't necessarily agree with it because a lot of the players aren't really for it. So I feel like, the commissioner, he should be more so on the side of the players, but that just goes back to what players been saying for years. You feel me? That these billionaires don't care. You know what I'm saying? They just about that check. So, but anyway, we're gonna start off with this amazing NFL, man. So the NFL has had a lot of things go on. Um, a lot of things, man. So uh it's been some trade rumors, a lot of trade rumors actually, that and a couple releases that are definitely gonna raise some eyebrows. So first, um I'm gonna start off with some of these realistic trades, man. So these trades that could be popping off, man, are things that are actually potentially in motion, and it's more so considering that some of these top players move around. So it's some players that's looking to move, and one of the major ones is Russ and Deshaun Watson. So player teams are trying to move things around to acquire those players. So and they're trying to get things around these players as well. And then some teams are trying to just add things to what they already got, and it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So I'm gonna give y'all a couple things that I've seen. So I see that the Raiders are looking to trade Derek Carr to the Bears for a 2021 first round pick, a 2021 second round pick, and Nick Foles. So that right there gives me the assumption that Russ wouldn't be going to them two teams, because those are two out of the four teams that he was willing to go to. I do feel like though that he can still go to the Raiders. I feel like that's why the Bears are trying to get Derek Carr, because he's probably not going there. He would probably go to the Raiders, and Nick Foles would probably come off the bench. But I'm not sure, because I'm pretty sure Nick Foles wants to start. So I don't think that would be the type of situation that would put somebody in a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Nick Foles isn't really he isn't really I'm not gonna call him a backup quarterback anymore. You know what I'm saying? He came in for the Bears and did his thing when Trubisky couldn't. Their quarterback Mitchell Trubisky from Carolina. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see how that plays out. Once again, these are all rumors. So a little disclaimer: don't quote me on these. Hoodie said blase blah. No, Hoodie ain't say none of that. You cap. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you on that for sure. Another crucial pick, or trade rather, Julio Jones to the Ravens, and then the Falcons would get their 2021 first round pick. Now, I don't think that's enough for Julio Jones. From the Falcons standpoint, I could be wrong. They could have some shit up their sleeve. I know Todd Gurley is a free agent as well, so they do have a lot of cap space. So they might be looking to sign some other people that wouldn't necessarily have to get traded. I know Julio is still under contract, so that's why they'll be trading him. You know, players that are free agents, they could just sign them off the bat. So they just got rid of Dez Bryant. The Ravens did. So they got a little space and potential going on here. But I don't think the Falcons is receiving enough because 2021 first round pick rather. It's not, the Ravens don't have an early pick. The Falcons do have the third pick, I believe. I believe it's the third pick, and you know, it's all going to depend on what they do with that, as opposed to what you're going to do with the Ravens pick as well. I don't know, but I did raise an eyebrow at that, so I figure I would, you know what I'm saying, I would tell my folks, man, that's definitely something to be looking out for. So if you see it, don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? You did hear it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a rumor right now. The Eagles are looking to trade Zach Ertz for the number 5 pick from the Bengals and a 2021 5th round pick as well. And the Bengals would get Zach Ertz and a number 6 pick because the Eagles have number 6 pick. I don't like that trade either. But Zach Ertz is a very, 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 very good tight end. I wouldn't be mad at that from the Bengals standpoint, but the Eagles, I don't know what they really be looking to get in the draft. Probably receivers. Probably looking to get some receivers. Probably try to move up in the draft, try to get some of them receivers, man, before they get gone. Some of the offensive linemen. It's a lot of O linemen out there in the draft coming up. The Browns are looking to get Von Miller. Man. I don't think this is a good trade either because it says the Broncos only will get a 2021 third round pick. I don't see that being a win-win, but you know, hey, who am I? And then last but not least, for this first little bit of news I seen, Deshaun Watson might go to the 49ers and the Texans would get Jimmy Garoppolo, a 2021 first round pick, 2021 fourth round pick, 2022 first round pick, and a 2022 third round pick. Now that's a little bit more of a give and take. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit better in my opinion. I can see where the Texans might want a little bit more from the 49ers as well, because you know, losing Deshaun Watson is a major L. But you know, I'm not really 100% sure. Like I said, these are all rumors, so y'all don't quote me on none of this. These are all rumors. So yeah, man. So another big signing, Tyrell Williams. I believe he went to Ohio State. Plays for the Raiders right now. He's signed with the Detroit Lions, 1 year, $6.2 million deal, man. So I feel like that was a pretty good sign for Detroit. You know, they just made the horrible quarterback swap. Jared Goff for Matthew Stafford. I feel like that was terrible, but you know, who am I, man? You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely getting heated up in the NFL here these last 24, 48 hours. Mac Jones, the wide receiver out of Alabama, his draft stock is looking to go up. So y'all, this draft is getting closer and closer to time, man. And that's a lot of quarterbacks, like I said, a lot of offensive linemen, a lot of wide receivers, man, that could go. A lot of real good talent, man. So the NFL is definitely heating up, man. People are trying to seek out what they want, and trying to go after that. The Giants have released Golden Tate. I feel like that was a smart move too, but it was a dumb move because I don't know if they have enough cap to get anybody better than him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, they paying a lot of people on defense, and Saquon and Daniel Jones, I believe, is gonna get a lot more money. So it's gonna be tough up there in NY. But You know, um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what the Giants got going on, man. I know they ready for Saquon to come back. I know that for a fact. I know that for a definite fact. Um, some other NFL news. I'm getting into some other NFL news. So some other NFL news. Sorry, let my phone load up. So the Jets, man. So I've been covering the Jets. Letting y'all know, man. I felt like that the Jets would be trying to make a move for a quarterback. If they didn't keep Sam Darnold, they were talking about keeping Sam Darnold. At first, but now it's things are opening up, man. Like I just said, so it's getting critical, man. So the Jets GM is definitely answering trade calls for Darnold, man. Um, he hasn't really lived up to his hype that he had. He was projected to be, one of the top tier quarterbacks in the league. Um and he just hasn't lived up to it, man. He's had a lot of problems, injuries. The boy had Mercer, I believe, some crazy. I mean, he just been having a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So um the Jets have the number 2 pick. I feel like they're gonna get Justin Fields, man. I feel like Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields have been following each other their whole careers. So I feel like it's not going to be surprising if one of them goes number 1 and the other one goes number 2. It's just not going to surprise me at all. There are some other great potential number 2 picks because Justin Fields is definitely slept on, but a lot of teams need quarterbacks, man. And these top 3 teams actually, they definitely need quarterbacks. Um, the Falcons, the Jaguars, and the Jets, they need quarterbacks. I mean, Sam Darnold is not. I mean, what has he done? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it all boils down to reputation, man, and your stat sheet now at this point because it's competition coming. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of competition coming, a lot of great talent coming out of college now. You know what I'm saying? So, you can't just go off of, oh well, my name's Sam Darnold or my name is, such and such. You feel me? You gotta have some leeway behind that. Um, some other trade news. Uh, well, not really trade news, just all around NFL news. Um, the Raiders, man. The Raiders, going back to the Raiders, man. So the Raiders are, like I said, the rumor was about Derek Carr. They've been having some rumors going around ever since um Russ made his little announcement, but they seem to be pretty happy with him, but they are making other moves, man. Like I said, they just released Tyrell Williams. That's already getting rid of somebody, and they're releasing a few defensive players and some offensive players. I feel like honestly they're just clearing up space to make a big grab for something because there's a lot of people opting out of contracts and looking to get traded, man. People want to win. So me personally, I expect a lot of super teams next year for NFL. I'm expecting a lot of super teams, a lot of hyped up teams. Um, and then people are not holding on to players anymore just off of face card, man, just off of names. You can't um you can't hold on to your name forever. You got to be willing to to live up to that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to put in the work to live up to that. Uh so of course I did tell y'all JJ Watt went to the Cardinals. Um JJ Watt, it seems to be ecstatic about this move. And honestly, I feel like it was a good move though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like it was a good move, and they're going to be a really, really good contender, man. They do play the Seahawks twice. They play the. Let me see who else they played twice. Um, they got two major edge rushers now. A great receiver in DeAndre Hopkins. Uh, the Cardinals, the Rams, 49ers, Seahawks. So yeah, the Cardinals play the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks all twice a year. The Cardinals are probably going to be number one in this division next year, the NFC West. They're probably going to be number one considering the people that they have, the talent that they have, man. That's definitely seemed like they're going to be number one. I like the move, man. You know what I'm saying? I like the move for sure. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all drop some comments. Let me know if y'all like the move or not. I like the move though, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why he held out so long to go to the Cardinals, but you know, he acted like he was going to the Packers or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Uh some other surprising news. Be looking out for Kyle Rudolph, man. The tight end from Minnesota. They done released my boy after 10 seasons, and I feel like that was probably the dumbest move they could make. Um Justin Jefferson is an amazing talent, but they just lost Stephon Diggs, one of their leading receivers, and you picked up Justin Jefferson, which was cool, but you know, he wasn't scoring as many touchdowns as your tight end, man. Tight ends get the ball majority of the time because they're a bigger target. It's just known facts. So why would you give up one of the best tight ends in the league for what? You know, what are you planning on getting? You know, I don't see any other tight ends that's out right now that's better. I mean, Zach Ertz is kind of a step down, if you ask me. I don't feel like Zach Ertz is better than Kyle Rudolph. I'm gonna just be honest. Kyle has had a little injury history, but you know, it's not terrible to the point where I would have let him go. But he might have wanted too much money, and they might not have had the money to give it to him. So it might have been a mutual thing. I'm not gonna just throw it all on Minnesota and just think they're that dumb to let him go like that. But hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about the trade. I mean the release. I feel like that was stupid. That was stupid. Um, Outside of that, um, it's nothing too major. Of course, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about my team. It looks like we're scouting for um quarterbacks in this year's draft, which I knew we would. I would have rather us did that last year, been scouting to try to get, like, I wouldn't have mind going 2 and 14 to get Trevor Lawrence. I don't see why we didn't just do that. Signing Cam was I feel like it put us a step back. We still have a top 15 pick. I believe we are the 15th pick, but that's not going to get us anything. Everything's going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the good talent is going to be gone, as far as good talent for the future. Um, I don't feel like we have I don't feel like we have a good game plan going right now. I feel like they're just kind of doing things sporadically. Nothing really major planned, but you know, who knows? We gonna see. I hope we do pick up a good, decent quarterback. I hope they do make some moves so we can move up in the draft. The draft is slowly approaching, so we just gonna see. We just gonna see how that rocks out, man, for sure. Um, but yeah, man, that's really it for what I got for the NBA, man. I mean the NFL, your Lord, I'm tripping. The NFL, I don't really have too much. It's not too many headlines. Those are the major ones. Those moves, those potential trades, those releases. A lot of other things in NFL, man. It's just like rankings and where people feel like people are going to jump in the draft and things of that nature. So I will make a draft episode when the draft comes. You know, more so talking about it, picks and where people went and the trades that come from that, because it's gonna be a lot of trades during the draft as well. Um, so I feel like a lot of major moves are finna be made in the NFL. The NFL is gonna take a whole 360 next year. You know what I'm saying? Because people want rings, man. They see how that boy Brady just went to the Buccaneers and just got them a ring. So you know, people probably like, man, look, I'm trying to get a ring now. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So we gonna hop into a little bit of college. Um So it's getting closer and closer. I'm not gonna go in too deep into the college. It's getting closer and closer though to the tournament. Teams are still out here trying to fight for this position, man. One of the biggest upsets, in my opinion, is Illinois over Michigan. Illinois upset Michigan. I feel like that was a big, big upset. But it's getting, when it's getting closer, man, people are hungry, man. People want a good spot in that tourney, and people want to get that momentum going because the further you go for the players that's hurt, you get the chance for them to come back. It's just the whole thing, man. So um that's definitely something that I thought was pretty crazy. Illinois upset Michigan. I did pick Michigan on my little picks. Oh yeah, man. By the way, man, y'all need to start getting with me. Get active on these picks, man, because I hit on almost every. Let me show y'all on my YouTube, man. So let me show y'all, man. So oh oh, I'm tripping, y'all. I am tripping. Okay, so I don't know if y'all can see this. Y'all probably can't. So I'm gonna just read it. So I had Charlotte and the Blazers. I had Portland -6.5. Dub. Had the under 235.5. Dub. I had the Maple and the Oilers. So the Oilers did get upset by the Toronto Maple Leafs. But I did still hit on 2 out of the 3 that I picked. Man, I had Maple +1.5. They beat them 6-0. I had the over under 6.5. I told y'all, man, anything over 6 is too high, man. You got to consider the teams, who's playing, and then do they have some dominant scores, man? Because if they don't have any dominant scores, or the team isn't really considered to be good defensively, when it comes down to hockey, man, don't be picking nothing over 6.5. You're gonna lose. You feel me? You're gonna lose. So I definitely hit on that. I just lost. I picked the Oilers money line because I thought they would win. They were projected to win. They seem to have the better team. They had the better record. But hey, any given, I don't know what days hockey games are mainly on, but in football terms, any given Sunday, you feel me, for sure. Upsets can happen in any sport. So Suns versus LA. I would have cashed in on both of those. Suns +1.5. They did beat LA. I had the over under 216, man. The game was extremely low. I mean extremely high. You feel me? As I knew it would be. They 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 I mean, those are 2 high scoring teams, man. And all this did was just put the Suns in second in the West. And I believe they're 2 games behind the Utah Jazz, if not 3 games. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, the Suns are my sleeper team, man. I've been telling y'all this since the season started, since I started this podcast. I've been telling y'all, and it's getting closer and closer to time, man. You feel me? I be knowing what I be talking about. And then I had the Michigan and Illinois. So of course I had Michigan winning. So I had Michigan money line. I would have hit on the Illinois +8 because Illinois did win. But and then I had the over under 146.5, and it was like 2 points under. It was like 144, 143, something like that. Matter of fact, it was a little bit lower than that. It was like 120 something, actually, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man. So hey, anyway, I would have cashed in, man. So y'all be looking out for these picks, man, because I'm telling y'all, whoever played these picks, if you made the right ticket, you could have hit for big money. You feel me? I hit on. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks, right? I had 10 picks. I only lost on 3. You could have made a 7 pick. You could have put 10 on 7 off of me, and you probably could have hit for like 4 or 5,000. I mean, bro, y'all gotta get with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get with it, man. Do your study and do your own homework. You feel me? So you can make your own shit. But I'm gonna give you some free picks. You could have picked anything. You could have made a 1 pick. Portland -6.5. Boom, that would have cashed in. You could have had a 2 pick. You could have picked the Portland game and the Suns game. Could have picked Portland -6.5, Suns versus LA over under 216, man, and you could have hit on a 2 pick. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I ain't been doing prop bets because that's I'm gonna do them sporadically. You feel me? I'm gonna do them randomly. But yeah, man. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I'm gonna keep doing these right now because until people start getting the vibes, I'm gonna just let y'all know that I do got the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing a lot of this for, to let people see I do got the knowledge, so I can start being recognized for it. So then the price is gonna go up. So, hey man, so if you did play my picks, it's for everybody who do play. If you do play my picks, man, screenshot it, let me know so I can post that up, man, and it just give me more recognition. I need all the support, man. You know what I'm saying? All the support, all the support, all the support. Um, but back to the college, man. So not too many other major news in college. Texas Tech still on their little win streak. Baylor got their face back in overtime against West Virginia, West Virginia, 94-89. Y'all know they just took that L, getting upset by Kansas. I believe that was last Saturday, the Saturday that just passed. So, they just got their face back. So they trying to finish off the year right, man, with a dub, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, nothing major in college. We just getting closer and closer to this tournament, man. So that's what it is. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd. So some games to be looking out for tomorrow. Michigan versus Michigan State. Big game. Michigan State been having a lot of upsets this year, man. So be looking out for that game tomorrow. Baylor versus Oklahoma State. West Virginia versus TCU. TCU is a fairly decent team. Their record isn't the greatest, but fairly decent team. Texas Tech and Iowa State. Texas Tech probably gonna wipe the floor with them, but still, it's like I said, it's upset alert, man. We're getting closer and closer to this tournament, man. It's upset alert for sure. Texas and Oklahoma, man, that's probably gonna be the biggest game. It's at 9:00. That's probably gonna be the most competitive game as well, other than the Michigan and Michigan State game. So Michigan and Michigan State play at 7. Michigan is definitely favored. They're favored by 12 on ESPN. And Texas and Oklahoma. Oklahoma is favored by 2 points. So those are my two major games. I'm gonna probably do some picks on those games. I'm not gonna tell them right now. I'm gonna tell them later. So I'm gonna post them. So I'm gonna give y'all something to go follow me for, man. So y'all go follow me on the gram. Highly favorite sports _ man, if you want to get those, man. So I will give y'all some little petty picks for like the NBA, but I'm gonna give y'all them college picks. I'm gonna throw a whole thing up like I've been doing, and I'm gonna throw that up on Instagram, man. So y'all go check that out on my Instagram. And I'm gonna start posting them on Twitter too, on my sports Twitter. So follow us on Twitter, official HFS_, man. You know what I'm saying? Official HFS_. So, man, so now we're gonna get into a little bit of this NBA, man. So, but quick side note, man. So baseball is still popping off. Right now they still in their little preseason or whatever. So I'm not gonna cover too many of these games. So they're not doing a lot of spreads on these. They're not doing a lot of money lines on these. They're not doing a lot of bettings on these games, period. So I'm not really gonna do a lot of these right now. My Yankees got a dub over the Blue Jays, man. The Rockies the Rockies and the Oakland A's, man. They had a very, very good game, man. 7 innings, man. 10-7, man. High scoring game. I believe probably everybody almost got a a goal. I mean a home run out there, or got them a run in for sure. Like I said, man, baseball can change hands so many times it don't even make sense. Just changing a pitcher or one good hit, man, could change everything for sure. You had 4 people on the Oakland A's to hit a home run, man. They still lost. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's a lot going on, man. It's definitely a lot going on for sure in baseball. A lot of games to cover. The season gets up and rolling, I will cover a lot more. Right now I'm gonna just give y'all little samples. The Cardinals wiped the floor with the Mets. St. Louis Cardinals, New York Mets, man. So y'all know I told y'all Tim Tebow retired from the Mets. It looks like they needed my boy Tebow out there. They lost 14-9. Um, and the Boston Red Sox, same thing, man. They score 14 points. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, baseball is starting to get a little hectic, man, for real. So when it comes down to betting, last year, me and my boy Dale, we had our little thing because there were certain teams that were. That's why I wish he was here with me because he could go in with me on this. But there were certain teams that we already knew, depending on who they were playing, would score a lot of points. Depending on who the pitcher was in, you got to look at a lot of different factors when it comes down to betting with baseball. If they changing the pitcher out, or one of their top hitters isn't playing. Injuries is always definitely a factor. And considering the type of game it is, like if this is a back-to-back game, you got to take that in consideration. If this is a game where these two teams together, one of the teams, you got to look into these things, people. If one of the teams don't show a lot of promise against that team, like if uh the odds of this team beating this team out of the last 5 years is 1 in something, I'm gonna take the favorite. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the favorite out of that two matchup, even if it's the underdog in the actual game. They're always known to beat this team. You gotta look at stuff like that. So one of the websites I do look at is Scores and Odds, man. See, I'll go check out Scores and Odds. Definitely get you right. So that's a little bit on the baseball tip. So I ain't gonna go too deep. I ain't gonna go too deep for y'all. I ain't gonna make this too long. We're gonna hop right into this NBA, man. We're gonna hop right into this NBA. So right now, we got the return of Harden to Houston, man, and of course he's doing what he's supposed to do, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. The Rockets have had a lot of injuries, man. They only have 8 available players, so right now they're looking bad. But of course the Nets are exceptional on offense, so they just looking real, real good. Harden had so let me ask y'all this question, man. And I really want to know this. Do y'all feel like Harden's jersey should have got retired in Houston? I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. I think hell no. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, I do understand that nobody has done what he's done for Houston scoring wise, right? But there's been a lot of players to come through Houston that have done amazing things and have made it further than he has in Houston. I mean, he hasn't done, and unless you bring in rings to this franchise, even a conference championship. Let's say he would have made 3 finals appearances, meaning you got 3 Western Conference championships. You know what I'm saying? You may not have 3 rings, but you still have 3 Western Conference Finals championships. So it to me that would level out as far as your legacy for that team. You feel me? Because you still taking them far. You know what I'm saying? You still overcame things and got and brought in some type of hardware. It may not be the hardware, but it's some type of hardware. You feel what I'm saying? So um I personally don't feel like he should have had his jersey retired. I don't feel like, I mean, I understand the tribute, yeah, definitely pay homage because he definitely was getting buckets for Houston for the last, 6-7 years, whatever. But it's like, what? Retire his jersey? No, no, no. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I really want to hear some opinions on what people think. One of my homies said it was no question, you know. But then he turned around and said the only time rings are a factor when you're talking about GOAT talk. And to me, if you're not a GOAT, why is your jersey in the Raptors? You got to be a GOAT at something. It can't just be regular season. That's my opinion. When it come down to NBA, you can't just be a regular season star to get your jersey in the Raptors. So I've been a lot of regular season stars. Hell, Shannon Brown was a regular season star at one point, playing with Kobe, high flying. He was scoring mad buckets. I mean, come on now. Pau Gasol is a regular season star. He doesn't do a lot he wasn't doing a lot in the playoffs. That was Lamar Odom. You know what I'm saying? Powell did his thing, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Udonis Haslam, regular season star. He gets off during the regular season. Playoffs, you know, he get in where he fit in, man. You can't. I don't even, and I may not, now correct me if I'm wrong, and I will look this up just for my own self, but Chris Bosh, an amazing player. He was amazing for Toronto. Amazing. They didn't put his jersey in the Raptors, but I bet you if they did, it's gonna be only because of him. He did becoming a champion. James Harden still isn't no champion, and he's still currently active. What? You know what I'm saying? What? Jalen Rose. I don't believe his jersey is in the Raptors. I don't believe Chris Bosh's shit is in the Raptors. But who jersey probably is it? Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. They've done a lot more. They took these teams to the playoffs. You know, that's the last time they were good. You feel me? Chris Bosh didn't do none of that. Jalen Rose got 81 dropped on his noggin. I mean, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here, man? Y'all let me know. Do you think James Harden jersey should have got put in the Raptors? In the you know what I'm saying? In the stadium, in the Coliseum, man. Let me know. I don't think his jersey should have got put up, man. I understand the tribute, but just y'all let me know if you think his jersey should have got put up. Everybody who tuning in, man. Shout out to y'all. Everybody who been rocking with me, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I'm gonna just cover some of these games real quick. Like I said, though, Brooklyn and Houston right now, his return. So he has 21, 13 assists. You know, he's been doing all year with the assists. Kyrie has 17. Bruce Brown has 17 as well, though. Joe Harris has 16. But for the Rockets, man, my boy John Wall been doing his thing this year. He got 31 right now. Victor Oladipo even trying to turn up because they was definitely looking to get rid of him. He got 29 right now, but they're the only ones doing anything, and that's why Houston is falling. PJ Tucker has 0 points. They need Christian Wood. They don't. Ben McLemore only got 7 coming off the bench. It's just not looking good for them, man. They don't have no other dominant scorers, and everybody's hurt. Eric Gordon, David Nwaba, Daniel House Jr. You know, they all hurt. So, you know, and those are definitely people that can get buckets for them. So, you know, it's not looking too good for Houston this year, man. They're 11-22 now. So they probably just gonna take this L to the chin. We're gonna cover some games from yesterday real quick. So the Knicks lost to the Spurs. So, you know, I told y'all the Knicks been having an amazing season this year. With a little comeback season. But they took a L to San Antonio. San Antonio has been quietly staying afloat in the Western Conference, man. So, you know, they've always been known to be a major dynasty legacy. So I wasn't surprised at the win over the Knicks, but the Knicks still tied with Toronto, I believe. No, they're still a game ahead. So yeah, them losing made them still a game ahead because the Raptors games keep getting postponed. Like I told y'all earlier, the Suns beat the Lakers. So I knew that would happen, man. I told y'all in the last episode, Suns are probably gonna win. Man. So LeBron finished with 38 and a tough loss, man. That's tough to score that many points and lose. And that's another reason why Harden was so willing to leave Houston, because he done dropped that shit a lot of times. They done took L's. Or if they won, it was only because he dropped 50. Now, you can't be on a team like that. But Lakers not the same story, but still, it's tough to score that many points and lose, man, for sure. Nobody else was really helping out. They have been back playing well since Dennis Schroeder came back, but, you know, Suns just got the better team overall. So they're a game ahead of LA. So LA has been bumped to 3rd now. Phoenix is 2nd. So they move up from 5th to 2nd in the Western Conference, man. Tough conference. So that says a lot about their depth, man, and their dynasty that they're trying to create over there, man. And yo, drop a like if you feel like Chris Paul is one of the best point guards in the league. in NBA history, period. Drop a like, man. Chris Paul had 8 points, 10 assists. If that's not leader, I don't know what is. Him not playing good, he's still leading his team. You feel me, to success, man. And they all was scoring. Everybody was doing their thing. Daniel Saric off the bench, man, got 21. He's an excellent shooter. So them letting him come off the bench is definitely scary if that's what they got coming off. And then they still got Cam Johnson and Cameron Payne and Etwan Moore. They got a little, I'm telling y'all, man, they got some heat, man. But their whole starting five was just getting off yesterday, man. So last night. So it's not surprising, man. My boy Booker didn't even have a lot of points. He wasn't that good. He did get ejected over some old bull, but I'm not even gonna get into all that because I don't understand how they can eject certain players and not eject other players, or how they can call certain flops and not call other flops. It just don't be making sense. So I'm not even gonna get into the politics on that right now. I really want to guess for that. You know what I'm saying? I need a guess that I can bang it out with on that one for sure. The Celtics with a little upset win over the Clippers. The Clippers are definitely the better team this year. The Celtics have not been playing to their potential. But the high man for the Celtics, man, was my boy Kemba. I told y'all, man, I feel like Kemba's trying to come out now. He been hearing the talk, man. He been hearing the talk, and he probably tired of it because he know he's better than that, man. He know he better than that. So, he finished the game with 25. My boy Tatum had 14. And all around the team, everybody was getting in. Everybody was getting it in. Ain't nobody didn't have no buckets, man. And that's what it takes, man, to beat these high-powered teams. And also the Clippers did not have Kawhi. I did watch a majority of that game. Paul George was doing what he needed to do. But we don't see that enough from Paul George. And his 3 points, man, he shoots entirely too much, man, to not be as efficient as he should be from the 3-point as he was back in his Indiana days. He finished 5 of 15 from the 3-point, but he had 32 points, man, but a lot of free throws. One thing these star players do, man, when they averaging a lot of points, man, you got to realize that's why I'm putting Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. I'm putting them players at a higher stature when I'm saying they should be MVP, because they're getting all these buckets, these 40-point, 30-point games from straight buckets. They're not going to the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? They might go to the free throw line maybe 4 times, maybe 5 times. You feel me? No more than 10 times. You know what I'm saying? It's been games where Harden has dropped 40, 50 points and he's been to the line 20 something times. You feel me? Like, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot, my dude. You feel me? So just because his shots aren't falling, you feel me? So, I mean, it's smart, as far as points wise, helping the team, but it's not, it's not, to me, it's not warranted enough. You feel me? Yeah, man. So Celtics over the Clippers. The Hawks, man. The Hawks been making a little run this year. They're 15-20 right now, but they have been getting a few dubs. They're playing tonight and they are losing right now to the Magic, but they've been trying to do their thing, man. They've been trying to come back, get some little dubs in here and there. But the boy Trae Young is what I'm really focused on, man. So in order to beat the Hawks, you have to keep him down in points. When he's getting 20 or better, they're definitely scary to win. But their starting five was getting it in. But I guess it just wasn't they didn't have to do too much. Rather, the Heat, rather, on their end, because that's who they beat. They beat the Miami Heat. The Heat need to get together. I don't know what they got going on, but they just need to get together. Last thing I'm gonna go for yesterday, the boy Nikola Jokic, man, drops a triple double, man, and they win over the Bucks. This is his 50th triple double, so I do have the highlights to that on my YouTube and on Instagram. So y'all go check that out. He finished with 37, 10, and 11, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all my honest opinion real quick. My honest opinion. In order for a team to be successful, your number one passer, facilitator, should not be your big man. That's just my opinion. Your number one passer, facilitator, orchestrator of your offense should not run through your big, even though that's a great scheme, but not throughout a whole season. Because after a while, it's gonna get easy to attack on that, because if you stop him, you stop the whole flow of the offense. It needs to be somebody else that can pick that up, and Jamal Murray needs to be way more active, way more often. He finished with 24, but he's low on the totem pole as far as averaging on the season. You know what I'm saying? He's only averaging 20 points. Man, you got to be averaging at least 30 to make that even more like you gotta get buckets, man. You feel me? Like, you can't let your center be the best player on the team, man, for sure. I mean, not saying that he can't be, but it's just it don't need to be the best, and not a second, or it's only 1 and 2. It's not a 3-4. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need scores, man. You need people that can get buckets for you when it's warranted, for sure. Because in the playoffs, teams gonna shut that down like they did last year. Lakers shut that shit down. Lakers shut that shit all the way down. Um, the Bucks, the same problem. Bucks, you can't run every single thing you got through Giannis. Giannis can't shoot threes. You feel me? You can't run every single thing you got through Giannis. It's just not gonna work. You need somebody else to take off that load. Chris Middleton isn't consistent enough. Um, he's only averaging 20 points as well this year. And when Giannis averaging 30, Giannis is averaging 30, so anything under that, their team is gonna suffer. That's how they're scoring so many points. They're averaging. They was at one point they was averaging the most points scored in the league, because Giannis was getting so many buckets. You feel me? Everybody doing everything else was just making it better, but they ain't got no bench. So it's terrible when he's used to getting the team, and then everybody else not doing anything as well, man. It's just gonna hurt the team in the long run. But yeah, man. So few games tonight going on right now. 76ers beat the Jazz in overtime. Seemed like that was probably a very, very good game. I'm probably gonna throw the highlights to that game up, so y'all be looking out for that. The Jazz didn't really help my boy Donovan Mitchell enough, man. They ain't really help him enough. He had 33, but everybody else was kind of staggering. Not really playing to their full potential. Rudy Gobert, he only had 9 rebounds. He been averaging double digit rebounds all year. So him not getting that probably hurt the team a lot as well. They need them rebounds. Joel Embiid dropped 40. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he might get MVP. I ain't gonna lie, Joel Embiid has been playing amazing this year. And their whole team has been playing good. Doc Rivers was a good pickup for them. He was better than the player. I'm gonna keep it honest. Ben Simmons 17, Seth Curry 14, Tobias Harris 22. Just solid buckets, man. Everybody's getting solid buckets. Dwight Howard even had 12. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting solid buckets for Philly tonight. So that was definitely a good dub for Philly. Pistons got a well-needed win over Toronto. Definitely a well-needed win. The Hornets are currently spanking the Timberwolves, man. I'm telling y'all, Karl-Anthony Towns leaving. He leaving for sure. The Bulls are actually over the Pelicans right now, man. So I'm gonna try to find that game and try to tune into that. It's 107-91 right now. So hey, the Bulls might get it done, man. Zach LaVine has been quietly playing like a monster too this year. He currently has 27 points. So hey, Bulls, man, be looking out for them Bulls, man. They definitely trying to rebuild over there. They 15-18 in the Eastern Conference. They still can make a run for the playoffs in the East. So they just gotta try to make it to 500 and then do good the second half of the season. You feel me? But yeah, that's what it do. Notable game for tonight. The Kings and the Lakers. Lakers probably gonna destroy. But the main game that I'm trying to watch a little bit of is finna come on at 10 o'clock. The Warriors and the Blazers, man. So Steph versus Dame. Very good point guard matchup. I'm ready to see that. My boy Dame been going off, and Steph has been being Steph this year. He coming back out as that MVP Steph, and I like that. ESPN has Golden State favored though by 1 point, so I would probably take that for has Portland favored, excuse me. Portland favored for 1. I would probably take that. I would probably take that pick. I would probably take Portland. Definitely take Portland in that game. So yeah, they have them favored by 1. The over under is 235.5 via CBS. So I would probably take the under on the 235, and I would probably take the you probably be better off taking, well, CBS has Golden State favored. ESPN has Portland favored. So I would probably take Portland. I would take the Portland +1. So if Portland's favored or if they're not favored, I would take the Portland on the spread, and I would take the under 235.5 or 230, whatever it is. I would take that under. Anything over like 215, they're not scoring over that. And I'll probably take Portland money line. I'll probably take that. So that's my little NBA pick for the night. And I would definitely take like CBS got the Kings favor over LA, and that's just ridiculous. So definitely take LA plus whatever if you see that. Definitely take that. And for Thursday, March 4th, some good games to be looking out for. The Bucks and the Grizzlies. The Bucks are favored in this game, but the Grizzlies are playing amazing, and Ja Morant is a monster. So I would probably take the Bucks -6. And I would take the under on the 235. That's what it is as of right now. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Definitely do that on that game. And another good game for tomorrow, the Suns and the Warriors, man. So of course, Suns are favored by 5. I would take that definitely, and I would definitely take Phoenix money line. They don't have an over under right now, so that's probably get updated. So I'll probably have that in one of my picks, for sure. So that's all I got for right now, y'all. I ain't got too much. I know I said I wasn't gonna talk that long, but I've been talking for almost an hour. I started up kind of late because my Wi-Fi been wilding, but I always try to aim to please, man. I'm trying to build up this reputation, man. Told y'all it's all about rep for sure. That's all I got though, man. So y'all drop some likes, man. Drop some comments on this, man. Y'all tell me if y'all liked it. Let me know what y'all want to see, sport wise. How y'all feeling about these picks, man, these trades in the NFL, things of that nature. Yeah, man. And I'm off this thing, man. I'm finna go watch me a little bit of snowfall, catch a little bit of these games, this Suns and these Blazer games, man. So I love y'all, man. Y'all be good, man. Highly favored. We out.